It's the most wonderful.
Okay, make sure it's on this time. Okay, got it.
Hi. Cool guys. If at any point I just randomly start singing, it's because that's something that I do. So if I randomly break the song, that's why. Okay. Cool. All right. So I used to work at a call center. Oh, right. Yikes. Yeah, I used to work at a call center, and people would call in. It was for like a security company. People would call in all the time with problems and things like that. You have to fix them. Lady calls in one time and she's like, "Hey, like my cameras aren't working for me." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, why is that?" She goes, "I'm blind." That's a super valid reason, first off, but I don't think that's our fault. Technically, that's not an equipment failure, so I really can't refund you anything. But let me give you a number so you can call somebody, see what they can do to help you out. And she goes, "Oh boy, let me get a pen." It's possible that I'm the one that's uninformed, but I'm like 40% sure that you cannot write in Braille. Especially not with a pen. Maybe she just like jotting up, like really aggressively, to create like a 3D image. Every letter is a pen. So on my mission, I was really like an important goal of mine to be able to maintain my personality in another language. So 2 weeks in, I'm feeling pretty confident, right? I'm like, I'm gonna start cracking some jokes, be a funny little Portuguese funny guy, you know? So we go to a member's house, and he starts messing around. He's like, "Elders, I don't have any food for you. Like, I can't feed you." And I go, "Antonio, if you don't have any food for us, we're just gonna have to eat you." Right? That's what I said. Classic cannibalism joke. How could that not land? Everybody loves a good cannibalism joke, right? So he starts laughing, my companion starts laughing, and I'm like, mission accomplished. Funny Portuguese funny guy, right? Personality restored. Feeling pretty good about myself. My companion turns to me, wipes a tear, and he's like, "Bro, you know what that means though, right?" And I'm like, "Claro. Cannibalismo." It's caught name. It wasn't super hard to pick that one up. And he goes, "No, bro. That means to have sex with." That is not my personality. Not my personality. Okay? So now I'm in a sticky situation. Right? Because what I just said to him was, "Tony, how you doing? So if you don't have food, we're gonna have to..." I'm not happy about it either. Just extend the rules. Sorry. And that was on me. God works in mysterious ways. Well, look, that is not the end of the last show. I'd rather transition into the next one. Because I finished my mission, all right, honorably. Yeah, God works in mysterious ways. I once inadvertently killed a man with prayer. And you know what? I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that. But I feel like this is the place maybe for me to talk about it, you know? Open up a little bit. This feels like the right open forum setting, you know. So anyways, let me tell you the story. I was in high school, right? Two of my buddies were leaving on their mission at the same time, so their farewells like were the same day. Wanted to go to both, so just said a little prayer. I was like, "Hey man, if you can't make it so that I could, you know, go to both, say goodbye to both of them, that'd be super cool. And if not, no big deal." So my buddy calls me 15 minutes later and he goes, "Hey man, it's off. Like, farewell's off, right?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" And he went, "Yeah, a full-grown man crashed into the roof of our church on a hang glider. So the whole thing's off. We're just gonna do it a different day." I'm like, okay, first off, huge bummer. Second off, try not to laugh because that's wildly comical, okay? That's cartoonish, that's hilarious, sorry. But it is. And third off, this is something else. That's a lot of power to put on a high school, right? That's a lot of power. Yeah, because I'm just sitting there and I'm realizing, man, one inadvertent thank you for the moisture and I'll flood the earth again. Not a good feeling. Not a super good sensation. I just want to know what the message was like for the hang glider, right? He's just tooting around in the sky, having a grand old time, and then all of a sudden in his mind he just hears, hey, one of my other sons having a minor inconvenience. Sacrifice yourself. You know what? You gotta hand it to him. Super obedient. You know? It was pretty cool though. All in all. But it's just sketching out because every time I'm trying to pray, it's like I'm negotiating wishes with some sort of like crafty genie who's going to interpret the terms and conditions as he sees fit. I once prayed for a sunny day, and now the polar bears don't have a home. And that was on me. That was on me.